G'day, my name's Peachy, aka the Frankston Flipper, full-time worker, and I do this reselling thing just on the side. It's a little bit of a side hustle using my Moneyball principles of buying low, selling high, and putting as little time into it as possible to make money. And quite amazingly, even just putting, maybe 5 hours a week into it, we're making a lot more money. Close to, we're competitive with some people, but are doing it full time and have 3, 4, 5 people working for them. So it's pretty amazing what we're doing, and I'm quite proud of having this as my side hustle to make extra money on the side to pay those bills, do a house renovation, add value to the house, overseas trips, all that sort of stuff that I use the money for. And I've pretty much got a reputation over the last couple of years of looking at people's businesses, especially reselling businesses, ones that promote themselves as being the gurus, experts at eBay and all this hogwash. They'll say they're an expert, but then, they'll be making $35,000, but they'll be promoting themselves as a $300,000 a year eBay business. But at the end of the day, they're making $30,000, which is pretty much the dole. So you've got to look out for that, and also the way people treat people, especially the volunteers. Don't go up to the volunteer and go, "Oh, are you sure this is the price? Are you sure you haven't marked this toy wrong?" Like, really? It's rude. And saying, "I don't mean to be rude," doesn't exclude you from being rude. You're rude. So some people seem to think they got this free hit because they say, "I don't mean to be rude," but then you get in a good toy for a good price. It sells for 3 times what you're buying it for, and you're still not happy. Like, you're just giving resellers a bad name. Anyway, that's my little rant. I don't want to sit down and be the rant guy, driving around in the van ranting. That's not me. We're going to go for a thrift today. Throughout the video, I'm going to break it up. I'm going to show you what I find. Video games, toys, jumpers, jerseys, t-shirts, and then some of the stuff I didn't pick up. So let's get to the thrift. And ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, we are back. We are back on the thrift to show you some of the stuff I saw in the past week and some of the stuff I didn't, and some unique items like this Batman Ninja TV series in a still case. It's $10. Thought it might go for pretty good money. Look unique, look valuable, but eBay kind of told me otherwise. And you can see some more of the Blu-rays. Don't normally venture into this department too much, but who knows, sometimes you can find a bargain. There's the guy that does the price and it savers recently. And on the Batman theme, you see this pretty cool looking Joker picture. Imagine your kids waking up to that. And the video games, we did pick up quite a decent number of video games this week. We already picked them out, and then I'm just showing you, got my hands on them, they're mine. And this one here was one of the finds. Something I probably wouldn't even look at twice normally, but eBay says it's apparently a pretty desirable rare game. So I picked it up. In case you like Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter, this is the place for you. You can pretty much buy the whole TV series here. And saying that, you can also get the Hunger Games, Matrix. At least they put them into nice little sections. It's well organised. Sometimes these type of DVDs is grievous bodily harm. It's an Australian movie, $2. Thought it might go alright, but I was proven wrong. eBay says it doesn't really go for much at all, but thought a rare Aussie movie might go for a bit. Alright, we'll start off with some of our thrift finds from the media and toys. And here are some of the things we found. We found this Woody doll. Doesn't have the helmet, but these dolls still go okay. I'm not sure if it talks or not.
Hey, you want to be my deputy?
He does talk. Doesn't have the hat though, but he talks. Doesn't have the string actually. You just press the button.
Up for adventure.
So pretty cool. And we also found this pretty cool looking Buzz Lightyear. It's got the wings and everything on it, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure Buzz has got as much fanfare as Woody, but again, still pretty cool, in good condition. I'm happy to grab him. What else did we pick up? We picked up some DVDs. Don't pick up DVDs too much. We picked up this Secret Origins. I think it's like a season or something, or part of a season of Ninja Turtles. I think it goes okay. And we also picked up this one. I think this one's quite good or quite rare to get. It's a complete series 1 on 3 discs. It's called Arthur, and it seems to comp out quite well, and we didn't pay too much for it. So I think it's one of those rare cartoons which probably 90s kids or something were into. I can't remember it, but again, I saw something like that. Never seen it really before in the thrift store. Comped it up, and it comped up all right. So I put it in the tub or the trolley. I don't have it. I don't have a trolley. I just carry it on my own. And we also picked up some VHS. Again, I've been selling VHS quite often lately, which has been good. I pick it up for $1, and I generally sell it for $15, $20. So it's a small profit, but that $15 or so profit from it allows me to reinvest into new stock. We picked up a Digimon, so a lot of this animation sort of stuff can go all right. Digimon, not so much, but hey, thought I'd buy it for $1. Hopefully there's some takers. And the next thing we picked up was hoping for a bit of a bundle, and it's all Power Rangers VHS, so we picked up one. So these are all $5 together, or $1 each. Power Rangers, Big Sisters, and Switching Places. We've got Ancient Awakening or something. Again, I was kind of at the age where when the Power Rangers were at their peak, I was kind of not really into this sort of stuff. I was more of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. Not at the time, but growing up. Power Rangers again, and also another Power Rangers called Wild Force. So we might bundle them up into a bundle. So that's a $5 bundle, and I don't know what we'll get for it, but hopefully we'll get some good profit, because that's what we want. We're not just going to have sales for the point of making sales to brag about our revenue on our thumbnail, saying I made $500,000. No, you haven't. You sold that much. And to the video games, don't think it's good. All these are like kind of bread and butter for the most part, but with the exception of a couple. Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Blob. I didn't actually comp these up. I just bought them. I get home and I comped them up. Bard's Tale, something like that might go for all right money, but it doesn't. Ghost Recon, Tom Clancy's on the Xbox. So a lot of these will just be bundlers. Some of the wrestling games can go okay. Not sure about that one though. Quantum Red Shift, or even these weird games like this that you don't see often. Not sure that one is one of those games. Rally Sport 2 Challenge, so probably a car bundle or something similar. Nintendo DS Prince of Persia, and I guess this one's like kind of the banger, and I actually really wasn't going to pick it up, but I comped it up, and it sells for quite a bit of money. And that's this Formula 1 game, Michael Schumacher. It's like a special edition, deluxe Schumacher edition, and I don't know why, but it seems to be one of those car games that a lot of people want. Desirable, rare, you name it. So we picked up the Schumacher Formula 1 racing. Let's get back to savers. I always like taking a bit of a squeeze at the VHS section, and found this Sailor Moon VHS. Thought this would be good money, but for $5.50, normally the VHS is here $1. So it just didn't make sense to pick that one up. But we did pick up a couple of VHSs this week. And also found this Super Mario Adventures. It's like a book, but it's a comic book. Pretty cool if you're a Mario fan, wanting to read about Mario. But unfortunately for reselling, I'd rather let a collector have this anyway. I'm a nice guy. One thing I really do hate is Pops. Being a real collector figure, Pops are just annoying. But it was pretty cool to see this, a Cool Runnings one. John Candy, again, one of the best actors from the 80s, died too soon. I did consider buying that, but we didn't. Sports shirts, I don't like talking about prices, but this, $40. North Carolina Tar Heels polo. I don't know what to say. That's something I'd go to the manager and actually say, I think you mispriced that, because that's just a rip-off. Got Homer Simpson, some of the t-shirts, the Everlast, not really much to see. Pokemon, SpongeBob, guess they're cool if you just want to wear them, but for reselling, unless you get them for really cheap, not really worth your time. An Australian Grand Prix, speaking of what's happening at the moment. And there's Jimmy Buckets. Jimmy Butler just gone to Golden State recently, and he's actually doing quite well there. But unfortunately, they priced it up quite a bit, so we didn't buy it. This Danny Green t-shirt, $3.50. Pretty much vintage, and for that price, we're definitely picking that one up. We're putting that one in the rack. In the trolley. That's ours. Thanks, Danny. Alright, up next we're going to show you the jerseys we picked up. The first one, I thought it was a New Zealand rugby top at the start, but it is a New Zealand, I think it's a soccer shirt, so I think they called the Tall Ferns, or no, that's the netball team. Actually don't know what they're called. The New Zealanders, the All Black soccer team. I'm wrong. We picked up a Essendon Bombers jersey. So again, last year I accumulated a lot of these. They didn't sell for a while. They went on a bit of a win streak there for a bit, and I sold about 6 of these in about 3 weeks. Indigenous jersey, Collingwood. Always happy to pick these ones up. So the Indigenous seem to go always pretty good money for them. A little bit of a Manchester United. It's not an actual jersey, it's just like a training shirt or something like that. Manchester, I don't know, it's not an actual shirt, jersey. This one's pretty cool in England Umbro. So this should go okay, kind of pretty cool rare design. I'm not sure if it's a retro one or a vintage one. It's probably retro. Alan Shearer. So England seemed to go pretty good with the sales as well. England soccer shirts. I picked up this for quite cheap, more so that the one-day tournament was on at the time, and India did win that. So we picked up an India one-day cricket shirt. Don't think it's Adidas or it's a fake, but again, someone can always want to wear that. We also picked up a Ubon. I think this is a Thai soccer team, or was. I'm not sure if they're still around. So I think it's just a general club shirt. It's like the old 7-Eleven, which you see in Thailand on every second store. So again, cool soccer shirt, happy with that. Socceroos jersey, I think it's just one of those Kmart ones, but again, it's a big size, it's a 3XL, so a big unit wore this. And I think it's just a Kmart one, unfortunately, but again, when the World Cup comes along, and hopefully Australia's in it, that might sell. I assume it will sell. A Melbourne footy jersey, not sure how they're going to go this year, but again, start of the year, most of the teams are pretty much even at the moment. This club jersey, it's from outside the locker room, and I have sold this brand before, and I think they play like a charity match for like mental health awareness. Pretty cool looking wolf or husky, whatever it is. And number 3, long sleeve jumpers, they tend to be a bit more desirable as well. So another jersey to the collection, and that's a nice one, so I'm happy with that. Picked up a Shaquille O'Neal Miami Heat, not too bad, happy with that. Liverpool EPL jersey. Again, EPL stuff tends to sell quite well, and you tend to get a nice little bit of a profit from it, which is good. This is Fenerbahce Spor Kulübün or something, soccer jersey. No idea if I'm saying that right. Probably butchered that name. That's it there anyway. I'm not sure what league they play in, haven't really looked at it, haven't really googled it or comped it. Another Essendon jumper. Again, they tend to start off quite well, and then they fall on the heap as we go. So I'm happy to pick up Essendon, accumulate them again. And not really a team jersey, but I think it's like one of those anime, Naruto or something, and it's just Akatsuki jersey, sports jersey, a bit like the Naruto jerseys you get. Not sure you get much of that, but you got to be in it to win it. That's the jerseys. A few weeks back we found an Xbox wheel. This week we found a Ferrari steering wheel for the Xbox. Again, didn't pick this one up. Comp's alright though, so if you wanted to pick this up, you definitely make money off it, but just couldn't be bothered with the packaging, send it away. Potentially it doesn't work, people complaining, so we left it there. And they had some, I think there's a PlayStation 3, I'm guessing, joypads, maybe PlayStation 4. Pretty cool to see that, and not in the little showcase area, just on the actual racks. And a good price. I thought about it, but again, just couldn't be bothered. This Chubba Chump spin, thought this was quite cool. I actually considered picking this up just for the shed, the garage, but I didn't. Left it there. Would have been a nice little bin to have. Pretty cool retro-y looking bin, but I'll let someone else enjoy the pleasure of the chuppa chup. Off to the toys. These things can go all right. I forget what they're called. I have sold them in the past and I picked them up cheap. I don't like picking them up though, but you can definitely make money off them, especially the bigger one. I think there's one with pink hair, which is quite popular. I don't know her name. And we also found this. I think it's like a game you plug into the TV or something along those lines, something similar. It's got the joystick, the old 80s style joystick thing that you can move and the buttons. Not sure what game it is. Look pretty cool anyway. All right, now onto the t-shirts. The t-shirts for a couple of months, maybe 3 months in the year, have been my biggest sellers. So again, you can buy them for cheap, sell them for high, Moneyball. Again, we're in this business to make profit, not brag about a 90-day sales, average sale price. It doesn't matter. As long as you're making profit, that's all that matters. Bigger the profit, the better. And we're going to start off the t-shirts with this Stone Cold Steve Austin 316 shirt. Hell yeah on the back. I think this is the most popular WWE t-shirt ever produced. This shirt in the late 90s, early 2000s. Literally every wrestling fan had that t-shirt. That will sell. Next one we've got is a Kurt Cobain. More a modern one, but still thought it was pretty cool. I think a Kurt Cobain Nirvana fan would like that. Just his face, I like it. Next one, another wrestling shirt, and it's what you gotta do, brother, when Peachy buys this amazing Hulkamania wrestling t-shirt. Look at that. The Hulkster, the icon, the man that made wrestling what it is today, Hulk Hogan. TNA t-shirt, almost vintage, not quite. He was in TNA for maybe a year or so, kind of took the money. You know how it is. Next thing we got is a Jimmy Barnes. Jimmy Barnes has sold his stuff quite a bit lately. The last couple of t-shirts I've listed haven't gone as well, but there's demand because I know it's sold in the past. This is an Iron Maiden t-shirt we picked up. Iron Maiden always seem to have pretty cool designs on their t-shirt with like skeletons and wizards and whatever happens, whatever's going on. And that's a pretty cool looking t-shirt for Iron Maiden. Another Iron Maiden, I think this is like the recent tour from last year. So a tour t-shirt of Iron Maiden. Don't know who's gotten rid of the t-shirt after, 6 months since the concert. Pretty cool concert t-shirt. Those tour t-shirts can go pretty good. Johnny Farnham, picked up more a modern John Farnham one. You can tell by his hair there. But again, tour t-shirt, John Farnham. Still has a big following in Australia. Got a Milwaukee t-shirt, pretty cheap. We'll see. Taking not a risk because it's $3, but we're just seeing how it goes. Just seeing how the Milwaukee goes, because a lot of those t-shirts go okay, like the Reese ones, the Bunnings ones. See if Milwaukee goes okay. Another wrestling t-shirt. We got The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, the People's Champ, The Rock. And they've got the Brahma Bull on the back. That is not the best t-shirt, but everyone liked The Rock back in the 90s. You're either a Rock fan or an Austin fan. We got a Peking Duck tour t-shirt. Peking Duck. And it's got the nice little, I don't know if that's their logo. It's got on the back as well, Peking Duck Tour. Australia 2023 Australasian Tour. So I could just sell the t-shirt, just Australasian. That opens up the door for so many different places they visit or toured. Black Sabbath, didn't cost me much. Black Sabbath, I got this one because it's got wire on the back. It's got the Sabbath, bloody Sabbath on the back. T-shirts like that had Brian's on both sides. I gravitate to a bit more than just the plain normal ones. Harley Davidson always goes pretty good. Harley Davidson, when you got a pretty little girl on the front of the t-shirt, always goes a lot better. Unfortunately, this one has got a few little marks on it, which is a bit unfortunate because this would have been, looks like almost like a vintage t-shirt. But a lot of markings on it. I think it shouldn't be too bad in selling it still. The markings aren't too bad. So we're still hoping that we can get some money for it. Pantera was another t-shirt we picked up. This one is a cool t-shirt again. A bit like Iron Maiden, I've always got those really cool designs, graphics on the front. And a bit of a tour t-shirt there, which is awesome. Whew. Next one, Sailor Moon. got it because it was cheap. Wouldn't recommend picking this up anytime soon. But again, very cheap. Salamin's quite popular, so we'll see if we can get some money out of that one. This is a brand I've never bought before. Neovision. It's like a jersey style. Neovision 2000. I don't know if it's any good or not. It seemed to comp up alright. I'm not sure if it's vintage. I don't know much about this shirt. Neovision, kind of like a mesh design. So I'm guessing it's maybe early 2000s, late 90s. That's when they had a lot of that meshy sort of stuff happening. Gautama the egg. Very unique following. Look, Carla likes this guy. I think she's got a jumper with a Gautama on it, and we'll be out shopping and she'll have lots of people coming up to her asking where she got a Gautama jumper from. So it's a bit weird when around the shops and people ask that. Speaking of tradie t-shirts, Reese Plumbing, these tend to go pretty good. Not huge money. You're probably looking at 18, 20 bucks. If you can pick them up for, $3, it's worthwhile. Not huge money. Astro Boy, again a cheap t-shirt. Nothing too special about that one. This one, what was this one? Bear with me. The Satanic Rites of Dracula. The Satanic Nights of Dracula. And a pretty cool, awesome t-shirt there. Nice design, pretty cool graphic. I like it. Next thing we picked up, remember Danny Green? Danny Green, the Green Machine, yeah. And we've got a Green Machine boxing t-shirt. So the Green Machine was only like $3 as well. That must be close to vintage if it's not already. We also picked up a Liverpool t-shirt. I'm not sure all these players are or what era it's from, but you can probably see some of the players on there. I'll tell you some. Gerard, Agar, Carringer, I think it was Jamie Carringer. I don't know, Suarez. So it's got like a little, I guess, almost pops, and it's got them on the back. Pretty cool. Hopefully a Liverpool fan likes that. And the last thing we picked up, I think this is the banger of the t-shirts. Definitely a vintage one. It is a Collingwood Magpies. First AFL premiers from the grand final. I think it was 1990. So it's very vintage, about 35 years old. Collingwood Magpies. I think Kmart or something probably sold this back in the day, but it's a vintage t-shirt, and hopefully it makes me a lot of money. So that's the t-shirts. Bang, bang. Off to the plush. And we found this Apu Simpsons plush. Sometimes these not as popular characters can go okay. I think Apu goes decent. We did pick him up because I don't normally see an Apu plush. I normally see Bart, Homer, those type of people, Krusty, Winnie the Pooh. Don't get me started. We didn't pick this up. But again, reasonably priced. It was a pretty big Winnie the Pooh. We did pick Pooh Bear back. We're not going to ask the manager for a discount. That's not the way we roll. And this looked pretty cool, like a skeleton plush thing. I think this guy gets up and dances or put batteries in him or something along those lines. There was no batteries in him. I'm not sure if it's going to work. Bit too priced, and it doesn't really comp up for that much. So that means they're putting him back on the shelf for someone else to enjoy. And again, this dragon type toy looked pretty cool. A lot of detail in it. But it was reasonably well priced up, and by the time we send that off, put it on eBay and do all that sort of stuff, it's just not worth our time because it doesn't go for huge money anyway. And we headed off to the car to go home. That's our thrifting done. And yes, it seems like eBay sales were going down a bit recently or stopped. I've been lucky that my sales haven't been great, but I've been saved by some big sales. It seems to be kind of the trend everywhere we go at the moment. People say, oh, my sales are bad. eBay is saying, everything's okay. Nothing to see here. So who knows? Are we just selling junk? People are just not on eBay anymore. They've all gone to Depop. Is eBay not cool anymore? I don't know. But to the jumpers, long sleeve shirts, all that sort of stuff. Picked up a super dry. I think this might be close to vintage. I think it might be a woman's jumper. Again, not sure about this one, but we picked it up anyway. And it's a Harley Quinn. It's a movie world, kind of like a hoodie, zipper hoodie, I guess they call it. Just like the graphic. I thought the graphic was pretty cool. Harley Quinn, it's got Harley Quinn on there. I think it's got a little Batman down below. On the back, it's got his lips. Just thought it was really unique. Kind of a really cool type of design. And that's why I picked it up, because I like unique. Most of the time. Another thing we picked up was Country Road. Country Road still sells well. And these heritage style jumpers with the embroidery on the front. Striped. I haven't really seen many striped ones before. Got the established 1974. Nice blue one, bit of stripe. Normally I just pick up the plain one, so we'll see how that one goes. New Zealand and England rugby. This thing's quite big. I think it's about a 3XL. I think it's the England-Wales Rugby Union on Canterbury logo. Nice jacket. I'm not sure about Rugby Union, so hopefully it's on soon, or England come and play here. Picked up a Canadian Club hoodie, like a Christmas jumper, ugly Christmas jumper. Canadian Club. I think I sold a couple of these recently. They go for about 30-40 bucks. That's pretty cool. Blink 182 long sleeve shirt. Blink 182, got it the wrong way. Blink 182 long sleeves. It's got all the tour dates, but it's more an America one. I'm not sure if it's a fake tour shirt or not. Next couple of things we've got is this. I've forgotten his name. It's like a hoodie. It's new with tags. It's from Zing, which is kind of like a popular, I don't know, games place we got in here in Australia. eBay games, so it's kind of GameStop, I guess. And I don't know what this guy's name is. I did remember it, but the only Pokemon I can remember is Pikachu. I think he's one of the most popular ones. And the last thing we picked up was some Ralph Lauren. It's not Ralph Lauren. People still say Ralph Lauren. You sound like an idiot. Alright, Ralph Lauren. It's a jacket with the AO, which is the Australian Open, the Australian Tennis Grand Slam, with the little polo happening there, the polo happening on the back. More like a windbreaker type jacket than anything. And that's all our pickups since we've last gone out thrifting. Again, these aren't all on the one thrift. It's over, this one's actually over a week this time because I haven't posted much. I've been busy. This, again, YouTube is not secondary, it's not even third, it's way down on my list because, again, time is money. And if you've got time to do YouTube, you should probably be doing your own listings. With that on board, take care, see you next time. Good luck in a thrift.